Hey, what's up everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back with another prediction video. This week I'm going to be breaking down UFC 279, Chimaev versus Diaz. Not the greatest pay-per-view in the world. Really, it's one of the worst pay-per-views I've seen in a long time. Even the good fights seem like they might be blowouts, so it might not be the best to watch, but we are going to win some money on it. Got some good betting spots. Have a couple more to get tonight. We're going to do a quick recap of UFC Paris, then we'll get right into this 279 breakdown. UFC Paris was wild, man. That Cyril Gantai Tuivasa fight was super awesome, super great finish. Both dudes hurt each other. Robert Whittaker, man, looked awesome. He's definitely the first or second best middleweight in the world, man, and depending on how you score that Izzy fight, because he looked really good. I also liked Imavov. He looked really good against Buckley. That fight was crazy. He gassed a little bit in the third, but I like that. And then Saint Denis and Magomedov, man, really impressed me. Them are going to be two good prospects to watch going forward. I can't wait to see who they fight with. The recap on UFC Paris, went 5-0 on my bets. Killed it. 5-0 for plus 7.65 units. My units are $100, so I won $765. I really needed that, especially after, that Kamaru Usman head kick took a lot of my profit away from the week before. My 5 winning bets, I had Imavov over Buckley. I won 0.75 units on that. And crazy fight. He looked good them first 2 rounds, gassed a little bit in the third, man, and Buckley was throwing hammers at him, but luckily he survived for us. Second winning bet, I had Nathaniel Wood over 2.5 rounds, and that was pretty easy, man. Both them dudes were really skilled. I didn't think either one was going to get finished or finish the other one. It went like exactly how I thought it was going to go, even with Wood getting the win. So I won 1.5 units on that. Third winning bet, I had Stephanie Edgar under 2.5 rounds, and I'm glad she got that. It was a close back and forth fight for the first round and a half, but then Edgar started taking over, got that finish. I was super happy about that. Fourth winning bet was Khalid Taha Quinones under 2.5 rounds. I got that at plus 170, so I won 2.4 units. And yeah, man, I thought Taha was going to get the knockout, but I knew Quinones was dangerous for the knockout too. That's why I took the under, and Quinones ended up getting it, which was kind of shocking. But my fifth winning bet was Magomedov under 2.5 rounds, man, and that was easy money right there. He finished him in 16 seconds. That front kick up the middle was awesome. So yeah, man, another 5-0 week, plus 7.65 units. That brings my official bet record to 140 and 100 for plus 46.9 units. Like I said, my units are $100. I'm up $4,690, and we're just gonna keep adding on to that. I'm trying to get over this 50 unit mark this weekend. So everybody right now, if you already haven't, please take the time right now to like this video. I'm trying to get up to 150 likes on a video. Most I've had is 115, so let's get me up to 150. Also, man, hit that subscribe button if you already haven't. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm at about 960 right now, and I would really appreciate getting up to 1,000. It would make me feel good, for all the work I put in. I haven't gotten paid for anything that I've done on any of these channels, and I put in a ton of work. I put in a ton of work, probably 8 hours of tape study every week. So, man, smash that subscribe button and hit them bell notifications, man. Get these out early. Plus, if you like free money, you're going to do that. So, look for me and Johnny's show to be out for the pay-per-view on Wednesday night on his channel. And then we're also going to do our pre-pay-per-view show where we go 2 hours live before the pay-per-view and just talk over the fights. We'll have a couple really good cappers on there with us, and we'll be on there at 4 p.m. this week. Let's get into this card, man. The first fight, like I said, well, usually my fights are going to be out of order because I do these, a week before, and Tapology changes everything in the UFC. So first fight we have is in the women's flyweight division. I have Elise Reed versus Melissa Martinez. Elise Reed is 5-2, currently sitting at plus 130. Melissa Martinez is 7-0, currently sitting at minus 165. And another lower level women's fight, so we're gonna have to stay away from this, even though I kind of feel like I got a decent read on it, but still gonna stay away from it. Elise Reed, you've seen her fight a couple times in the UFC. She's got a couple good fights outside of the UFC. She has good taekwondo. She has really good boxing. She has good front kicks and teep kicks that she can use like jabs almost. But she has a really nice jab. She has a really nice straight right hand. Good movement, fast front push kicks, nice leg kicks. She has a really good cardio and pace. She has decent takedown defense. She showed okay takedown defense against Corey McKenna, but then against Her last fight, Sam Hughes, she looked terrible, you know, but Sam Hughes was a little bigger than Corey McKenna and Melissa Martinez. But yeah, man, she's got very suspect takedown defense. She's got a suspect get up game, and she's her losses versus Sarge Eubanks and Sam Hughes, like I said, they kind of look terrible because she just got really, really dominated. But luckily, she ain't gonna have to worry about the takedowns in this fight, because Melissa Martinez, man, she hasn't fought in 3 years, which is wild. Almost 3 years, about 3 months short of 3 years. But the tape that I found on her, man, she is really good. She's fought in kind of lower level competition down there in Mexico, but she KOs him like she's supposed to. Her last fight was a split decision fight. The girl was all right, but she's got excellent kickboxing, pretty good regular boxing. She's got a nice straight left hand. She's got an excellent variety of kicks, and she uses a lot of kicks, throws a ton of kicks. She's got 3 KOs by kicks, 1 kick to the body. Excellent movement, super fast. Like I like her movement. I like her fastness. She's super tough, super durable. Excellent leg and head kicks. She showed pretty decent takedown defense too. So like I said, I don't see this fight going to the ground. The only thing that I seen though is when she did get taken down, after defending a lot of takedowns, her get-up game wasn't the greatest, but she still looked good. She still won that fight by split decision. She can be held against the cage, and she just fought very low level of competition. Like I said, she hasn't fought in almost 3 years, so it's like really worrisome. I'm actually going to take Elise Reed by decision in this fight, even though Elise Reed's on short notice, just because I've seen her fight. You know, I've seen her get a decent win in the UFC. She has a win over Jazz Jurevicius outside of the UFC. So she's decent, man, but I'm staying away from this fight. I like her at plus money, and but yeah, man, I'm staying away from this fight because who knows what's going to happen. Next fight's in the men's bantamweight division. We got Chad Anheliger versus Heili Alateng. Chad Anheliger is 12-5, currently sitting at plus 140. Heili Alateng is 15-8-2, currently sitting at minus 170. And Chad Anheliger, man, I really like this kid. I'm actually impressed with him. He's got excellent boxing. He's really fast. He's got a pretty good clinch. He's got really good clinch, knees and elbows in the clinch. Really fast, explosive in all aspects of his fighting. Takedown defense, get-up game, with jiu-jitsu when he's trying for submissions. Very powerful, very explosive, good movement and footwork. 10 finishes, 7 KOs, 3 subs, 3 KOs in round 3. So he's got really good cardio, keeps that power late into the fight. Excellent cardio, pace, pressure, 10 straight wins, man. I really like that about him. And like I said, I really like his knees in the clinch. I really think that he can use them here if Heili Alateng tries to take him down. The only thing I didn't like is he can be taken down. He was taken down. I seen on his Dana White Contender Series fight. But, man, that dude he fought on the Contender Series is super tough and would probably actually get a win over Heili Alateng himself, too. But he's almost 36 years old. That's the only other thing. Heili Alateng, man, he's got good boxing. He supposedly has good wrestling. He's only used it in one fight against Denis, back to Rob. But you see, that was in the 3rd round when Denis was a little tired. But decent leg and calf kicks, good offensive and defensive wrestling, decent power in his right hand, very tough, very durable. The things, though, that I don't like about him is he's not really great anywhere. He's pretty slow. Like he's pretty slow. I don't like his speed for this division. You've seen Casey Kenny just walk circles around him, hit him with like doubled up and significant strikes, just touching him and going, man. He doesn't check leg or calf kicks. He slows down in round 3 a little bit, and he really only has a right hand and a leg kick. That's really all he uses. He doesn't use his jab that good. He doesn't have great wrestling. He's not really great anywhere. You see him against Gustavo Lopez. He had a really tough fight there. It was a draw only because he lost a point for grabbing the cage, but he was starting to get taken over in that 3rd round by Gustavo Lopez, so that's not a really good look. I really like Anheliger here, man. I put a bet on him. I got 1.3 units to win 1.7. I got a bad line, kind of. I got him at plus 125, which I like. But it's gone up to like plus 140 now. But, dude, Anheliger is going to be so much faster than Heili Alateng. It's going to be out of control. I'm telling you, he's going to be a lot faster. He's a lot more powerful. He's got better striking. He's got way more KOs. He's way more dangerous. He could KO Heili Alateng. But I'm going to take him by decision. But I really like Anheliger here. I'm just not impressed with Alateng anywhere. And I was impressed with Helliger's striking. I'm impressed with his takedown defense. I like it, man. So, yeah, give me Anheliger. Give me him by decision. But he possibly could get the finish. Next fight's in the men's welterweight division. We've got Darian Weeks versus Yohan Lainess. Darian Weeks is 5-2, currently sitting at minus 125. Yohan Lainess is 8-1, currently sitting at plus 105. Darian Weeks is coming in on short notice here. But he's good. He came in on short notice against Brian Barberena, showed a good gas tank, showed good fight IQ, showed good fighting against Barberena, almost got that win. But he's got good offensive and defensive wrestling. He's got pretty good striking. He's got really good front kicks and push kicks. He's got decent boxing. He doesn't show that much power to me though. But good transitions from striking to takedown. Like he was hitting some nice trips on Barberena, but he wasn't able to control him that much on the ground. But he's very, very durable with really good cardio, and he's just like pretty good everywhere. He's not really great anywhere, but he's had 26 fights, including his amateurs, never been finished. So I really like that about this guy. He's super durable. He's really defensively sound. He doesn't get hit really solid, man. He didn't get knocked out by Ian Gary. Survived against Brian Barberena, and I really like that about him. The only thing I don't like about him is that he can be really low really low output. But like I said, that helps him stay defensively sound, and he doesn't check leg kicks at all. Like he doesn't check leg kicks, and he's got low level competition outside the UFC. He's got a couple finishes, but over, like I said, lower level of competition. Yohan, on the other hand, man, I like this guy. He's super dangerous, very powerful striking, very powerful leg kicks, power punches. He's got good boxing, excellent right hand with KO power, works the body well with kicks and punches. I like that about him a lot. He has excellent check left hook with KO power. You've seen him use it on the Dana White Contender Series, and you've seen him use it in his last fight where he dropped Gabe Green really bad, had him hurt bad, wasn't able to get the finish, but almost had him out. Excellent, and he's pretty good takedowns and body lock trips himself, and he seems like he has pretty good takedown defense. But yeah, man, the things I didn't like about him is obviously he slows down. He does everything with power and explosion, so he slows down late. I mean, it's not really something you can help like with training cardio. It's like kind of like Romanov, how everything they do is explosive, powerful movement. So even if you got great cardio, you're still gonna wear down. He does, and he kind of looked like he gave up a little bit when he got gassed against Gabe Green. But Gabe Green hits way harder than Darian Weeks, and Gabe Green puts on a way more pace and pressure than Darian Weeks. So I'm going to take Lainess in this fight. I'm actually going to take him by decision because I think that he can win the first 2 rounds. He still had pretty good cardio against Gabe Green until about a little towards the end of the second when he started getting hurt and got finished. But I don't think that he's going to get hurt and get finished like that against Darian Weeks. I think that he's going to be smart enough to never want to gas out like that again in a fight, so that he's going to work, hopefully not throw as many punches and not use explosive power in every single thing he does. So I'm going to take Lainess by decision, and I really want to bet the over in this fight, the over 2.5, because like I said, Weeks is very, very durable, and Weeks also ain't a finisher. So I don't see Weeks finishing Lainess. Lainess has been a decision in 2 of his 8 wins. So I mean, the dude gasses, but he only gassed that hard against Gabe Green because Gabe Green literally puts on a crazy junkyard dog pace and pressure. And but I got Lainess. I got him by decision, and I'm thinking about betting the over tonight, and it's plus money, plus 115. So we'll see where that goes. Next fights is in the men's featherweight division. We got Hakeem Dawodo versus Julian Erosa. I'm really looking forward to this fight. Hakeem Dawodo's 13-2-1, currently sitting at minus 220. Julian Erosa's 27-9, currently sitting at plus 180. And this is going to be a good fight, man. Both these dudes are mean. Both these dudes are good strikers. I just think it's going to be a really good fight. I think that Julian Erosa is going to make Dawodo fight a crazy pace fight, and Dawodo ain't used to that. Hakeem Dawodo, though, man, really good Muay Thai. Comes from a Muay Thai background. Excellent kicks, body kicks, really good punches, really good explosion, super fast. Seems to hit really hard, but doesn't finish anybody. He's got one finish by head kick 6 fights ago, and it was over a Chinese fighter that I think fought once in the UFC. That was his only fight. But he's got good boxing and speed. Nice clinch against the cage with knees. Nice 1-2 down the middle. And obviously he's super tough, super durable. The thing I don't like about him, though, is like I said, he doesn't seem to have KO power, man. He has some KOs outside the UFC, but only the one in the UFC. All the rest are decisions, other than when he got choked out in 30 seconds. He got clubbed and subbed. He's gone to decision 6 of 7 fights. His last 6 of 7 fights. He can be super low output. He can be taken down, and if you watch like a couple of his fights, like Julio Arce and them, when people are fighting hard, putting a little bit of pace on him, he slows down a little bit in the third. And I kind of thought Julio Arce won that fight, to be honest. Julian Erosa, though, this dude is a savage, man. I love this dude. Super tough, and if his chin holds up, he pretty much beats people, man. He's going to beat who he's fighting. He's very big for the division. He's going to have a 5-inch height advantage. He's going to have a 2.5-inch reach advantage here. He's 6'1" to 5'8" for Dawodo. Very big for the division. He has excellent boxing combos with power. I like the uppercuts he throws. I like the hooks he throws. He's an excellent finisher. He's got 7 subs and 9 KOs. Really good flying knees and head kicks. You see him flying knee Julio Arce. He head kicks. Who did he head? Oh, he head kicked Jamal Emmers on the Ultimate Fighter or on the Dana White Contender Series. Looked really good with that. He's 5-1 in his last 5, or 4-1 in his last 5 fights. He's got a finish win over Sean Woodson. He's got a finish win over Charles Jourdain, which is super tough to do. And he's got, who is the other one? He's got a finish win over Nate Landwehr, which the dude's super tough and durable. He hit him with that flying knee. Good forward pressure and cardio. Finished all them guys I just told you, and he's won 5 of his last 6, man. The only bad points is he's very hittable, and sometimes his chin is suspect. But in this fight, man, I don't really think he's gonna have to worry about that. The way Erosa usually loses is if he gets KO'd, and if not, then he usually puts on a really good fight, a really good pace, hits with power, and finishes guys in the 3rd round. And I actually think he can do that in this fight. And when you give me Erosa at plus 190 against Dawodo, when Erosa, like I said, has finished Woodson, Jourdain, and Landwehr, he has already proved that he could beat Dawodo. Them dudes are on Dawodo's level. Yeah, man, plus 190. I got to take Erosa. I put 130 to win 1.3 units to win 2.5 units, and I like that, man. He's gonna fight for my money. If he don't get knocked out, I'm telling you, this fight's gonna be close. Dawodo fights the split decisions with everybody, with Julio Arce, Turkalj, or Turgulov, or whatever his name is, the dude that Khabib's boy. Fights split decisions with them guys, and it's barely even if he won. And I think Erosa can hit harder, and I think Erosa may be able to get a 3rd round club and stuff. So yeah, man, give me Erosa as a big underdog in that, and I do have a bet on that. I have one giant parlay with 3 favorites on it, and other than that, I don't know if I'll have any favorites on this card. I have 2 underdogs with Erosa and Anheliger so far, and you'll see coming up, I'm thinking about betting some more. Next fight's in the men's heavyweight division. We got Jake Collier versus Chris Barnett. Jake Collier is 13-7. Excuse me. Jake Collier is... the fuck? I swear I need to edit, but I don't edit. And hopefully this is going to be the last video on this phone, man. I bought my computer, and I'm gonna do my StreamYard stuff. Try to get it where I got the little Tapology stuff in the background and all that. So, but yeah, man, Jake Collier is 13-7, currently sitting at minus 435. Chris Barnett is 22-8, currently sitting at plus 325. Jake Collier, man, he's a big heavyweight. He's 6'3". He's all 265 pounds. He's got a 78.5 inch reach. He's gonna have 6 inches of reach and 6 inches of height and 3.5 inches of reach in this fight. Collier's got nice body and leg kicks. I like that. For being a heavyweight, man, he moves pretty good for being a big dude and a big heavyweight, but he throws nice kicks. He's got nice fast hands for a heavyweight, decent wrestling, really nice top control and ground and pound. You see him against Chase Sherman. If he gets on top of you, man, you're not getting that dude off you. Has a lot of volume for a big man, very tough and very durable. He can slow down after 1.5 rounds, though, because he does do all that movement and he does throw a lot of volume, but he keeps fighting. He doesn't gas out and just give up or nothing. But he really doesn't possess that KO power standing up. His finish, I mean, he does have a spinning back kick knockout at middleweight, but other than that, yeah, man, he's not really a KO guy unless he gets on top of a person. Chris Barnett, man, crazy dude. You see his body type, you see his size, and he's still doing spinning wheel kick knockouts to John Vellante. Nice taekwondo striking, pretty decent boxing, 13 KOs, at least 7 sub wins, but he has 13 KOs, but he has 7 wins that we don't know how he finished them, but I'm going to assume it was like that because they were real low-level guys early in his career. Really nice spinning attacks and good at rushing in with combos, darting in, throwing like 4 or 5 punch combos, backing a guy up. Bad points, man. Suspect takedown defense, suspect get-up game, suspect gas tank, and way too small for the heavyweight division. This dude looks like he could get down to 170, 185 to 170, to be honest. He's just too small at heavyweight, really, to do anything. He's got to land a big, crazy shot in order to get this win. I'm going to take Jake Collier. I'm going to take him by 3rd round finish. I'm going to say that first round's pretty tough, maybe a little slow, a little low output. Second round, same thing. Maybe Collier can get a takedown or 2, but I think by the 3rd round, when Barnett starts to really slow down, Collier will be able to land a takedown and really put it on him and get the finish in that 3rd round. So give me Jake Collier by 3rd round finish. Next fight's in the men's middle, but no, I don't got no action on that fight at all. I kind of like the under, but I don't know if Collier finishes him before 2.5 in the 3rd. Next fight's in the men's middleweight division. We got Jamie Pickett versus Denis Tiuliulin. Jamie Pickett's 13-7, currently sitting at -130. Denis is 10-6, currently sitting at +105. Yeah, man. At first, before I watched tape, I really thought I wanted to throw a big bet on Jamie Pickett. I really did. I was going to go to the casino and bet on him, and then luckily I watched tape on 2 fights on the card that was 2 weeks ahead, and that was one of them because I was not impressed with him anywhere. He's got nice long boxing. He's got decent offensive and defensive wrestling and BJJ. Really nice teep kicks and push kicks to the body. Really nice cardio and toughness. Decent power in his hands, but man, he just likes to throw punches, grab guys and clinch up against the cage, try to work takedowns, but he's really not that good at takedowns, so I mean, it doesn't really work all that great. He can be held against the cage himself. Every combo he throws, like I said, he falls into the clinch. He could let go with his hands a lot more. I did like his win over Joseph Holmes. He showed good heart and a good toughness in that, and he out cardioed Holmes and out-hearted him really, so I think that can help him here. But he really doesn't want to seem to do anything but clinch. He did it with Laurinaitis. He does that a lot. Tiuliulin, man, nice boxing with power in his right hand, decent takedown defense and get-up game, pretty good counter-striking with power, 8 KO wins in under 1.5 rounds. His nice step into elbows and knees, nice knees in the clinch to head kick. I seen him get a guy with that. He's got better striking than Jamie Pickett. He definitely does. But he only has two wins with guys over winning records. He's been finished 4 times in his career, and he seems to be first round or bust. Like he really slows down. He slowed down bad. I know he's on short notice last fight against the Russian dude that we've seen in Ohio. I watched him get choked out in Ohio, but yeah, man, he seemed to slow down really bad in that. He's got a couple other fights where he looks okay in the second, but I'm taking Jamie Pickett. I'm taking him by decision, but I'm staying far away from this fight. Maybe the over, you know what I mean? Because I don't think Pickett's very tough and durable. His only KO finish was to Jordan Wright, and he just got hit with some crazy elbows and stuff and that. And then he got submitted by Chris Dawkins, but that ain't happening. Next fight's in the women's featherweight division. We got Norma Dumont versus Danyelle Wolf. Norma Dumont is 7-2, currently sitting at -385. Danyelle Wolf is 1-0, currently sitting at +295. Norma Dumont, really good boxing. She's going to need that here because she's fighting a ex-professional boxer. Pretty good offensive and defensive wrestling. She's got a fast, sharp jab to overhand right. She's really nice in the clinch with knees up against the cage. She showed that against a couple girls. She was doing it good against Megan Anderson until she ended up getting dropped with that. But she's looked good against Felicia Spencer, against Aspen Ladd. Them girls with her clinch reversals. Didn't look that great against Macy Chiasson, but man, Chiasson looked really good in that fight. But she's got nice inside and outside leg kicks. She's a very well-rounded girl, and hopefully she's going to have good fight IQ and know that she needs to take Wolf down. Clinch her against cage, beat her up, take her down, man, because if you just strike with her, you're going to get beat. But she seems to slow down in the third round. You see her defending all the takedowns against Felicia Spencer, and then in the third, Spencer was able to get her down. She kind of slows down in the third, and she can be low output herself. Danyelle Wolf, like I said, ex-professional boxer. She had like 42 boxing matches or something like that, and she didn't even have any KOs. They're all decisions. She's got really nice long boxing. She's really big. She's 5'11" with the 70-inch reach, so she's going to be 4 inches taller with the 3-inch reach advantage, which is pretty good for striking, but hopefully this isn't a striking match. She's very good at darting in with 5-punch combos, very, very physically strong, KO power in right hand. It seems like, with these smaller gloves, she may be able to get KOs. Like I said, in boxing, she wasn't getting KOs, but in her Dana White Contender Series fight, in that first round, she was landing some big shots on that Tanisha Tennant girl, and that girl just seems really tough. She's actually got a good record, won like 3 fights after that. So, I'm worried that she could pop Norma Dumont because like what I seen with Norma Dumont and Megan Anderson. She took one good shot and she was down. So she's going to have to watch that with Danyelle Wolf, because that's all Wolf is going to have is really hitting her with some boxing. She doesn't really throw too many leg kicks. She don't have to worry about takedowns and none of that. Her bad points, hasn't fought in 2 years. She's almost 39 years old. She's very one-dimensional. She seems to lose steam after 1.5 rounds, and her grappling's unknown. Tennant wasn't able to do much to her in the grappling realm. She was able to hold her against the cage a little bit in the first round, and she was able to land a takedown in the third, but Norma Dumont's better than Tennant. So, yeah, man, give me Norma Dumont by first or second round sub or ground and pound. I think she's going to be able to land the takedowns, and it might only take one takedown for her to get her down and get on top and get the finish, because Norma Dumont is very heavy on top. and on the bottom, actually. So, yeah, man, give me Norma Dumont. Give me her by a finish. And I actually have her in a parlay with some two other big favorites. And I think she's going to finish her in the first or second round. I think this is a tale of like either she's going to stay standing and Wolf's going to knock her out, or Dumont's going to get her to the ground and Wolf's going to have nothing to offer and get choked out. Dumont's got 2 finishes by rear naked choke. I really was looking hard at the under in this fight, under 2.5 to tell you the truth, because there's plus 195, and it's like I really see that either if Dumont can't get Wolf down, she's probably going to get TKO'd, honestly. Like, Wolf is fast, hits hard, and if Wolf gets taken down by Dumont, I think that it's going to be over. So it's like I really like the under in that. I was really contemplating the over-under in that, but, probably not, but we'll see. Next fight's in the men's welterweight division. It's actually catchweight at 180. We got Kevin Holland versus Daniel Rodriguez. This is going to be a really good fight. I'm really looking forward to this fight. Kevin Holland is 23-7, currently sitting at minus 200. D-Rod is 16-2, currently sitting at plus 160. Kevin Holland, man, really nice long striking, really nice boxing. You see he's got KO power. You see him cracking a bunch of people at 185, to be honest. Joaquin Buckley, you see him cracking people already down here at 170. He finished Tim Means by submission, but it was really a club and sub. He finished Cowboy Oliveira. He's cracking down here at 170, to be honest, and he's big. He kept his speed, it looks like, dropping down the division, which a lot of people don't, but he did. Excellent left hook to straight right, man. Very nice long right hand with accuracy and power. Really nice variety of leg, body, and head kicks. He's finished his last 6 wins, and that's very important here. He's finished his last 6 wins, and he's looked good doing it. He can be taken down. He's very hittable at times, and I've seen him slow down in the third round, but that's at 185, fighting way bigger opponents, guys that are trying to wrestle him, but he never gives up or nothing like that. The dude is super tough, man, and he's a finisher. Daniel Rodriguez, excellent boxing, excellent power. He's got good club and subs. He club and sub Tim Means too. Excellent boxing with forward pressure, good offensive and defensive wrestling. Excuse me, I don't know what the hell's up there. Good offensive and defensive wrestling plus BJJ. Excuse me, what the fuck? He can throw nice 5 and 8 punch combinations, dude. He's got really good output. He throws like 8 punches per minute. I really like that, but I really think that's what's going to cause this fight to go under. Very tough, very durable, with great chin and great pace and cardio, man. The dude's really good. He doesn't throw too many leg kicks, but he's got decent ones. He's got good boxing defense, and he's got really good power himself. He finishes a lot of his fights too. He can be very hittable. He can have trouble with really good movement. You seen against Nicholas Dalby, even though I don't think he lost that fight, Nicholas Dalby was giving him some problems, and he can get caught on the cage, getting held up against the cage sometimes. But, man, I think that this fight is going to be a banger. If you see Kevin Holland's fights already at 170 with Cowboy Oliveira and Tim Means, man, they're throwing heavy leather from the first 10 seconds of the fight, and that's the way Kevin Holland fights, and that's the way Daniel Rodriguez fights. Neither one of these dudes are going to want to take a backward step. They don't like each other. They've been talking a ton of crap. I think they're going to come out here and just start cracking, kind of like Daniel Rodriguez did with Dwight Grant. And Dan, you seen him get he almost got finished. He was like 2 punches away from getting finished in that fight against Dwight Grant. And if Dwight Grant can do that to him, Kevin Holland's built like Dwight Grant, but way better, way more powerful with way better striking. So I'm going to take Kevin Holland. I'm going to take him by first or second round finish. And I'm not saying he's that much better than D-Rod, like he's just going to dog him. I just think that this is going to be a real dog fight, a real war. And I think these dudes are going to be cracking from the first 10 seconds of it. And I just think Kevin Holland, man, he seems like he's going to be more durable. I've never even, other than the headbutt from Dawkins, I've never seen Holland get hit with a shot and get dropped, and I've seen D-Rod get dropped, like I said, by Dwight Grant. So give me Kevin Holland by first or second round finish, and I'm really thinking about betting the under in that. I think it's minus 115, and I'm really thinking about betting that when I go to the casino tonight. Next fight is in the men's welterweight division. We got Li Jingliang versus Tony Ferguson. Li Jingliang is 19-7, and these fights are all out of order. These last couple fights, you're going to be like, what the fuck? But it is what it is. Li Jingliang, 19-7, currently sitting at minus 335. Tony Ferguson is 25-7, currently sitting at plus 255. And yeah, this fight don't make much sense to me. You know what I mean? Tony Ferguson's coming up to 170. I get it. At least he's kind of taking a step back. He's fighting a dude that's number 14 in the world instead of a top 5 lightweight. But I mean, a dude that's a good welterweight like this, that's number 14 in the world. is probably just as good, you know what I mean, as most of them top 5'10" lightweights. So, and he's going to be big and hit hard. Jingliang, excellent hands with KO power, excellent check left hook with KO power. You've seen him hit Ponzinibbio with that. You've seen him hit Salikov. He's hit a lot of people with that. Great, excellent counter striking. That's really what he wants to do. He wants to pressure you and then wait for you to strike so he can counter you. And he's also good going backwards countering, constantly feigning and moving to get you to throw so he can counter. He has KO'd Zaleski, Dos Santos, Ponzinibbio, Santiago, and Muslim Salikov, which means he is definitely going to KO Tony Ferguson after what we've seen with Tony Ferguson lately. He can be out-wrestled at times and he can be hittable, but Tony Ferguson's wrestlings look terrible lately. I actually think he'll be able to take Tony Ferguson down if he wants to, and I think his power and size is going to be too much for Tony, man. Tony still has decent striking. You've seen him looking good against Chandler until Chandler took him down and beat him up, slowed him down, and then finished him in the second. Still has fast and accurate straight left hand. Still has a nice step in elbows, and has only a Hail Mary chance here, man. I'm not going to give you all the stats about what he used to do because he's not doing that no more. I don't even like this fight, dude. I think that, like, it's going to be another bad knockout for Tony Ferguson. He's 38 years old. He's going up a weight class. He's KO'd so bad 4 months ago. Like, he went to the shadow realms. Like he was out cold. He got hit in the head with basically a baseball bat, man, and went out cold. He can't stop a takedown for nothing. He just looks really bad and old, and I think he's going to get KO'd really bad here. I got Jingliang by second round TKO. I have him in the parlay with Norma Dumont and another fighter coming up, and I'm really thinking about betting the under on this too. It's like, you know, minus 120 and it's 2.5 rounds, and with that bad knockout, Tony's chin, it's like Tefon and Jokwu, man. His chin held up in so many fights in the UFC, looking good with his giant head, and then he gets knocked out by the Russian dude Khamzat with the flying knee, and then he comes out against Carlos Ulberg, you know, 4 months later and couldn't even take a stiff jab. So I think that's the kind of thing that's going to happen here. I think that Tony Ferguson's coming back way too fast. That would be like Kamaru Usman coming back and fighting in 3 months after what happened to him. There's no way. You know that he would get hit and get knocked out with way less punch than he usually takes, and I think that's what's going to happen here. So give me Jingliang by second round TKO. Next fight is in the men's light heavyweight division. We got Johnny Walker versus Ion Cutilaba. Johnny Walker is 18-7, currently sitting at plus 166. Ion Cutilaba is 16-7-1, currently sitting at minus 208. And Ion Cutilaba should not be minus 208 to anybody in the top 15 in the UFC, period. Johnny Walker, very, very big. First of all, he's 6'6" with an 82-inch reach. So he's going to have a 5-inch height advantage and a 7-inch reach advantage here. Very explosive striking, crazy flying knees and spinning back fists. You've seen him KO Serkinov with the knee. You've seen him KO Ledet with the spinning back fist. Very powerful leg and body kicks. I mean, powerful. Very big, very physically strong. KO power at any time, anywhere in the fight. He's got excellent knees. He's got excellent elbows. You've seen him against Ryan Spann. If Cutilaba tries to take him down up against the cage and he rips some underhooks and Cutilaba goes down again for the ankles, he's going to hit him with them elbows. Obviously, he's got a suspect chin. Kind of questionable gas tank. He went 5 rounds with Santos. That was all striking. He went 3 hard rounds with Nikita Krylov and was able to get even a reversal in the 3rd round and looked pretty good. Sometimes bad fight IQ, and like I said, very hittable with the suspect chin. But I think he's better than Cutilaba everywhere but wrestling. And I don't think Cutilaba, excellent power in his hands. He really is. He's really explosive with good power, but his striking isn't the best. Very good offensive wrestling, excellent ground and pound, very aggressive and overwhelms most guys, but I don't think he's going to be able to overwhelm Johnny Walker here. 14 finishes, very dangerous standing or on the ground. He's very hittable. He's got a bad gas tank, and he doesn't have good BJJ. He can get the takedowns, and if it's a guy that doesn't have a good get-up game, he can hold him down and get some ground and pound on him. But if they got a good get-up game like Ryan Spann or any Ryan Spann definitely, got up 3 times in that first round, and by the 3rd time, Cutilaba slowed down a little bit, and when he was striking, you've seen that he didn't feel comfortable striking with Ryan Spann. I really think that Johnny Walker, I think that Cutilaba could come out here and land a couple takedowns, but Johnny Walker showed good takedown defense, good get-up game. I think that Walker can be able to get up, and anytime, like I said, that they're up against the cage and Cutilaba tries to go down for a takedown, I think that Walker can hit him with big elbows, and other than that, his striking is way better. Cutilaba's never beat anybody good in the UFC. His best win is Devin Clark, you know what I mean? Johnny Walker, after he looked good against Ryan Spann. Obviously, he got caught against Jamal Hill, but what's Jamal Hill do to Ion Cutilaba? You know what I mean? So give me Johnny Walker, dude. Plus 180. I'm really thinking about betting him. I like the under, but I really like Johnny Walker at plus 180. I think it should be the other way around. I think Johnny Walker should be minus 150 here, if we're going to be honest. Ion Cutilaba has never done anything to prove that he should be the favorite over Johnny Walker. And if you think that he's just going to take Johnny Walker down and hold him down for 15 minutes, that's crazy. Johnny Walker is going to be a lot bigger here, man. It's 6'6", man. 5 inches of height, 7 inches of reach. So give me Johnny Walker, and I think he gets the first or the second round TKO, but I'm going to go with the first round most likely. Next fight's in the women's bantamweight division. We got Irene Aldana versus Macy Chiasson. Irene Aldana is 13-6, currently sitting at minus 175. Macy Chiasson is 8-2, currently sitting at plus 145. And it should be a decent girls fight. Both these girls are really skilled. Irene Aldana, man, excellent boxing. We haven't seen her in almost like a year and a half though. She hasn't fought for a while for some reason, but she has really good, excellent boxing, nice footwork and feints, excellent left hook with power. You've seen her hit Ketlen Vieira with it. You've seen her hit Kuniskaya with it and drop her and then finish her on the ground. She knocked Ketlen Vieira out cold with it. Pretty good clinch with knees and elbows. Nice, powerful leg kicks when she uses them. Nice long jab, good jab with power. And like I said, you've seen the good footwork. You've seen her beat up pretty good girls. Like, I mean, she beat up Ketlen Vieira pretty good. Like, looked good against Kunikaya. She's a little older though. She's 34 years old now. Macy Chiasson though, man, really good striking. She's really big. She's 5'11" with a 72-inch reach. So she's gonna have 2 inches of height, and she's gonna have 4.5 inches of reach, which should help in the striking. But I think Aldana is gonna be a little faster. Decent offensive and defensive wrestling in BJJ. Really nice kicks to the body and head. Really good clinch. She's got a good clinch up against the cage, man. She gets a lot of girls there, holds them up against the cage like Dumont, where they can't move, hits them with good elbows, knees. Thing is, she's coming down to 135, and every time she comes down to 135, she seems to slow down. She even said last fight at that 145 with Dumont, that's where she wants to be. That's where she feels the best at. So I don't even know why she. I mean, I know there's not that many fighters at 145, but she should be trying to find them fights, in my opinion. Very tough, very physically strong with a good pace. She's been out grappled before. You see, Raquel Pennington was able to get her and control her and eventually get the finish. Like I said, she said herself she likes 145 over 135, and she doesn't deal well with pressure, man, with girls pressuring her and coming forward. But I'm going to take Irene Aldana here by decision. I don't think Aldana finishes Chiasson. I think Chiasson's super tough. But I just think Aldana has the better boxing. I think Aldana is good enough to stay off the cage with Chiasson. I think she can stop the takedowns of Chiasson. So give me Irene Aldana here by decision, but I don't have any bets on that fight. Next fight is in the men's light heavyweight division, but it's a catchweight at 220 pounds, I believe, and it's a late replacement fight. We got Anton Turkalj versus Jailton Almeida. Anton Turkalj is 8-0, currently sitting at plus 550. And Jailton Almeida is 16-2, currently sitting at minus 700. Man, Turkalj, this dude's a very explosive fighter, very dangerous. He's got a lot of first-round knockouts. He's got a very extensive amateur background. He's got good. You've seen in his Dana White Contender Series where you thought he was going to strike and knock this dude out or try to, like he's been in his other fights. He actually took the guy down, I believe, like 10 to 12 times, and showed a good cardio, good pace. And but that guy was mid-level guy, wasn't all that great. But yeah, good BJJ and subs and great rear naked choke. Very powerful hands with 5 KOs. Very extensive amateur record, 11-3 with 9 finishes. He's well-rounded, man, but he's very hittable. He can slow down a little bit in the third. And, he's unproven. He hasn't fought the greatest competition in the world. Where Jailton Almeida, man, this dude is a savage, a beast. He seems like a phenom, man. 16-2. He's got excellent wrestling, like excellent body lock takedowns. He's got excellent power doubles. He's so fast. Like what he's done in most of his 2 fights in the UFC is throw a fast front kick right to the face and then shoots a power double right after that. So when they're blocking that, he's shooting in, getting the double, man. He gets people down like Danilo Marquez, Parker Porter, dude. He gets these guys down and mauls them, man. He mauls them. His ground and pound's good. His top position jiu-jitsu is good. His rear naked choke is legendary, man. Very big and physically strong too, and explosive. Excellent ground and pound. He's finished all 16 of his wins. Only 2 guys made it to the second round, and they made it, like a minute 40 into the second round. He's been KO'd one time really quick in like 16 seconds, so I guess that's a possibility of him. And we don't really know his cardio because, like I said, he hasn't really been out of the second round. So, but I don't think we're going to see that here. I think this Turkalj dude can be good, but he's taking this fight on about a week's short notice, a little over a week of short notice. And he's taking it at 220 against a complete savage. So I'm taking Jailton Almeida. I got him first, maybe early round, second sub, but I see him getting the first round sub or finish. I'm thinking about betting the under here. I believe it's at like -150, and if I can get it at around that price, I would really like the under. Excuse me. Like I said, Jailton Almeida has finished all 16 of his wins, and only 2 of them's even made it to the beginning of the second round. So, and excuse me, Anton Turkalj is a finisher himself too. He had what was it, 5 or 6 first round finishes himself, and then like I said, 9 finishes in the amateurs. So one way or another, maybe Turkalj gets lucky and hits him with a knockout punch early in that first round, or he's going to get grappled, gassed out, and choked out because Almeida's jiu-jitsu is going to be levels above him. Main event time, man. Men's welterweight division. We got Khamzat Chimaev versus Nate Diaz. Khamzat Chimaev is 11-0, currently sitting at -1800, which is wild. Nate Diaz 20-13, currently sitting at +900. Khamzat, man, the dude seems to be great everywhere. Great power in his hands, good boxing, good combos, excellent wrestling, excellent BJJ and ground and pound. Really good striking with KO power in his hands, even just the jab. You've seen him touching up Gilbert Burns with that. Very big and physically strong for 170. Like, this dude's going to be he's a decent-sized 185er. I mean, you've seen him knock out Gerard Meerschaert with one shot at 185. So he's going to be giant at 170 against Diaz. Crazy ground and pound with hundreds of shots thrown. You see him landing like 100 shots in the first minute against Reese McKee and John Phillips and them guys. So, yeah, man, the dude's just a savage, man. Very, very tough, mean, and durable, straight savage. Very good at switching stances and keeping power, too. I do like how this dude can switch stances and strike. Throws a mean uppercut, dude. He can be hittable, though. You've seen if he can't get guys out of there right away. Gilbert Burns was able to touch him in that second and third round, too. And possible 5-round cardio issue because he went so hard against Gilbert Burns, man. It seemed like he really gassed. It seemed like the last 2 minutes of that third round, he slowed down a lot. Nate Diaz, dude, good boxing, excellent forward pressure and pace, really nice 1-2 to left hook, decent leg and body kicks, super good jiu-jitsu, but you know what I mean, he hasn't really used that in a long time, but he does have that if he can land something in this fight with it. But way too hittable, has no real power in his hands to really threaten Khamzat standing up. Terrible scar tissue. He's been in so many fights and been cut open so many times. Like, it's terrible scar tissue. You've seen him have his fight with Masvidal get stopped. A couple other fights where he's just bleeding, dude. And I think that could be a major factor in this fight, to be honest. Very susceptible to leg kicks. He's 37 years old here. And it really his only chance to win, in my opinion, is to get a lucky submission, or if he survives with Khamzat and Khamzat completely gasses out and Nate's able to do something like he did to like Conor McGregor, you know what I mean? But I'm not banking on that. I'm banking on Khamzat coming out here and actually just taking Nate down and beating the shit out of him, giving him, like he did in Reese McKee and them. Either getting a TKO or getting doctor stoppage from cuts, man. I really do think that he's going to go out here to prove a point on Nate Diaz, and that sucks, man, because I'm taking Khamzat by second round TKO. He finishes out my parlay with Norma Dumont, and so Norma Dumont, Khamzat, and then Li Jingliang. So Norma Dumont, Khamzat, Li Jingliang. Then I have Chad Anheliger bet, and I have Julian Erosa, both underdog bets. But I feel at the end of this 279, man, I'm gonna be pretty sad, feeling sad for Tony Ferguson and Nate Diaz. Kind of sucks, man. So I hope the best for him. If either one of them wins, I'll be happy for him. I'll lose a bet, but I'll be happy and ecstatic that they got the win, man. Because them two dudes should be fighting each other. That's the fight I really want to see. So everybody, man, thank you for watching another one of my shows. Sorry it was out late this week, but yeah, man, it's still a good show. I'm going to see you guys on Wednesday night. I'll have my best official bets video out by Thursday, so look out for that. And appreciate everybody watching this out, checking out my content, man. Everybody subscribing and stuff. I appreciate everybody helping me get up to 1,000 subscribers. So good luck this weekend. I'll see most of you guys on Wednesday and Saturday before the fight. See ya. Later.